Hello and welcome to this week's weekly update. It's been tube strike day yesterday and today. Yesterday, I managed to cycle in. That wasn't too bad. Got into work in an hour and 17 minutes, which is about comparable to door to door on the tube and bus. Um, but that's because it's downhill most of the way to work. And of course, what goes down must go back up again. And it took me an hour and 3/4 to get home. Normal route I would go would be up through Amstead Village, which is always a bit of a difficult section because right at a crucial junction, I'm having to go up quite a steep hill and turn right, and then I go onto a narrow road, going up another hill. So of course I hold up all the traffic. So bright idea. I thought I'll cycle across Hampstead Heath. Got lost. Took one path earlier than I should have taken. And then while I'm in the middle of the woods trying to work out where I need to go, a police car comes along. What on earth a police car is doing in the middle of the woods is anybody's guess. And the policeman said, "Do you know you're in a no cycling area?" And then I said, "Well, I'm lost." So after a little bit of a conversation, he said, "I'll allow you to cycle, just as long as you go up there and turn right," and that would brought me back onto the cycle track that I wanted to. So I think the Corporation of London could do with improving the signage for cyclists on Hampstead Heath, so at least you know where you're supposed to be going. They produce a wonderful map, but it's a bit tricky trying to sort of orientate the map onto the actual physical paths because there's an awful lot of them. That's all I could say. So I think next time I cycle, because I'm going to cycle in hopefully once a week, and now we've got summer coming, I think I'll go back to the route through Amstead Village and just hold up a lot of traffic. And today I decided, no, I'll go by tube because the Northern Line was running reasonably okay yesterday. But what did Transport for London do? They decided that no tubes would run until at least 7:30 this morning. So that meant I had to go in on the National Rail and catch one of the rush hour only services that goes through the Thameslink Core, and got off at City Thameslink and walked all the way from there to work, which was quite a pleasant walk, but I've certainly got the steps in today. Luckily, with tomorrow's tube strike, I'm not in work. I'm working from home, and hopefully they might have cured. They might have cured it. They might have decided that everything is sorted. Probably not by the time the next one's due. I'm not quite sure when it is. Sometime in May. I must look it up really. What else have I been doing? Well, that was about it, really. The weekend, I went up to see Paul. I had wonderful transport issues with that because the trains were off, being fixed for whatever and they were being fixed for. So I decided I'd go on the coach to Luton Airport. Was a bit of a bun fight trying to get on the coach at Golders Green, but luckily the coach stopped the door stopped right outside, right opposite where I was stood, and I managed to persuade them to give me one of the remaining 11 seats on the coach. Yeah, and then there was a bit of a traffic jam because of roadworks. So the journey was supposed to be 40 minutes from Golders Green to Luton Airport. It took 30 minutes just to get to the North Circular, so we were a little bit late getting to Luton Airport. I'm so glad I wasn't out just trying to catch a fly. yeah, that was it really. So until next week, goodbye.